Processors have come to AIS through the USPB and have asked AIS to formulate a strategic plan that allows the industry to try to find a raw material solution to acrylamide in the finished product that's going out to the consumer. Currently, as we see it today, there's basically most of the components for accomplishing this task are available out in the industry. There's a tremendous amount of expertise with the processors, with the producers, with the QSRs, or the people that are going to the retail sector with the finished product. What we see is that this is like a roadmap, and although we may have the directions through individual states, we don't have that roadmap pulled together so that it's one map, let's say bringing us from one coast to the other coast and pulling all that together. So what AIS has been hired to do is by September 8th, out in Portland, Oregon, we're going to pull together a strategic plan that takes all these different components in the industry and pulls them all together and provides a strategic roadmap from start to finish on how we go and we develop raw materials. We take them out, we test them, run them through the fields, run them through the processors, find a consumer, make sure that we have the consumer attributes that we're looking for for the end users, and pull that all together with a strategic direction that allows everybody to look at that and say, yes, that's the plan that we want to head down, that's the pathway that we're going to go. We'll present that in September on the 8th out in Portland, and then once we get alignment from all the different constituents in the process, and we get alignment that yes, this is the way we want to go, then after that we'll start putting our tactics around each phase of that strategic development, and we'll go to work on that. The product is principally we'll be looking for a raw material that allows us to make different products such as French fries, tater tots, and those types of things. It's an end product that you would go either into like a food service situation, or you'd go into a retail situation, or you'd go into like a QSR situation as a consumer and make a buy on a potato product that's been produced with some of these new raw materials that we're trying to develop. So that's the end product that we're talking about. AIS was hired about 18 months, 20 months ago by the USPB and the chip committee to do something very similar in the chip industry, where they had all these different levels of expertise across a broad spectrum of the supply chain. The processors had expertise, and the producers had expertise, and you had seed grower expertise, and they were experiencing the same thing. As they said, we have all this expertise and we're doing a lot of stuff, but it doesn't seem like it's all connected together. So we brought all the chain links together in the chip industry as well. So there's a lot of similarities. There's a lot of differences, but there's a lot of similarities of what has already been put together and is already in place and is already moving forward in the chip deal. And the USPB contacted AIS because we had already done something that was pretty similar to this, and they didn't want to recreate the wheel and spend a lot of time trying to bring somebody else up to speed on something that had already been done. And you look at how long it takes to develop varieties and get them through a process and get them qualified and get them out into production. That takes a long time. So one of the key components of this is because of the urgency, we want to add a lot of velocity to this program. And yeah, we would like to, as soon as we get the plan adopted, we'll go to work immediately on getting some testing of some of the crosses, the varietal crosses that'll be happening. And immediately as this stuff gets planted this spring, we'll start testing that material this fall, or the upcoming fall, the fall of 2011.